Hi everyone, welcome to Moguknitting. My name is Sining, and today I would like to share with you what I have on my needle. So, I would consider myself as more of a monogamous knitter because I think I'm like a project knitter. Like, I want to knit this item and put it on my body ASAP. But I don't know what happened to me this season. Like, I have 4 whips on hand right now, and maybe it's because of like I was inspired by the yarns that I bought, or maybe it's like I just have like this project that I really want to work on, and that's how I ended up with 4 whips. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna share them in the order from oldest to newest, and I have all of them here beside me. So please excuse me if I like keep looking over at this area beside me. So the first item that I cast on around like last year, I can't remember when, but it was like last winter. So more than 6 months ago, I would say. And it is the Cloud Sweater by petiteknit. And I'm knitting it in the size small. And I am holding 2 yarns together. I am holding 2 yarns together, and these are the 2 yarns. This brown one is alpaca wool, and this one is a Suri Alpaca yarn. And I have the brown yarn in its original form. Here is the baby alpaca yarn by Yarn, and I think this is the home brand of Okadaya, which is like this big box chain store of like crafts in Japan. And yeah, I bought this yarn on sale. I remember it was like it came in a pack of 10. I cannot remember the price of it, but I remember I got it at quite a good deal, and I remember feeling it, and it was so soft, and it was the first time picking up alpaca yarn, and I was pleasantly surprised by how soft it was. So I was really excited to knit with it. And I'm holding the Suri Alpaca yarn I have is by an indie dyer here in Japan, and I also mentioned it in my previous video. It's the indie dyer Irodoriyarn, and I believe it's in the color antique rose. Yeah, and it's this. I'm holding this 2 yarn together to make like this marled effect for the cloud sweater. So I've already finished the body and neck, and I am currently working on the first sleeve, the left sleeve. Yeah. I remember like putting it on hold because I was getting tired of working the sleeve in the magic loop method. I was thinking of purchasing like shorter yarn so that I can work it in the round because it's just plain stockinette. I wanted to, do like use it as like a mindless knitting project that I can knit while watching television at night. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm knitted this using a 12.5 cm needles by seeknit. It's their interchangeable set of needles, and I was thinking of purchasing maybe the 5 cm needles so that I can just knit it in the round. But yeah, I'm getting to purchasing it, but not yet, because I want to maybe like accumulate more sizes of yarns that I know I want to purchase so I can save on the shipping. So we'll see if we ever get to it, or I will just end up knitting this using the magic loop method. But we're still deciding on that. yeah, and things that I've yet to do for this, I've yet to I want to thread like elastic around the neckline, the neck opening, to make it like more cinched. I kind of don't really like the look of it like flaring out so much and like stretching out. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that. And other than that, I really enjoyed knitting this sweater. I mean, it's just like stuck in the round until you do like a rib, I think, like a rib, and then you do a stockinette again, and then you just bind off. So it's actually a really, really simple pattern. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed knitting it in this yarn combination. And I can't wait for the weather to get warmer. So, you know, I would enjoy knitting this more and can't wait to wear it in the winter. You know, I'm thinking that this alpaca yarn combination would be really, really warm in the winter. And you know, the winters here in Tokyo doesn't get very, very cold. So maybe just this, I wouldn't even need a winter jacket when I'm going out. So yeah, I can't wait to finish this sweater and to wear it in the winter. And the next project I have with me is also by petiteknit. It is the Moby sweater. I think you cannot really see the details very well if I'm holding it beside me, because it's really like this dark navy blue yarn. Yeah, this navy blue yarn, I got it from, I'm sorry if I cannot really pronounce it properly, but I think it's Untold. They were having like a sale in around June this year, so I decided to pick up some yarn from them. It's my first time knitting with their yarn, and I really enjoy it. It's really stretchy, and at first I was thinking like maybe it might be too thick for this project, but and it ended up being okay. My gauge swatches it, so yeah, I'm knitting it in the size S, the Moby sweater. Yeah, it's this sweater. I think like probably everyone knows it by now. It has this like cable. I don't know what this cable is called, and then it has like this mock crisscross cables, and then you have the double moss stitch at the side, and all around like the sleeves only have this single cable running down the center of it. So yeah, originally I only bought 7 balls of yarn from them because I was going to knit a different sweater by my favorite things knitwear. I think it is the sweater with just like all these cables, just this single cable design throughout, and it called for like 7 balls of yarn, I think. So I bought 7 balls of 50-gram balls of yarn from Untold, and then afterwards I decided to knit the Moby sweater instead. And the Moby sweater in the size S, it calls for 700 grams of yarn. So I only bought the half the amount required for this sweater. So I need to get more yarn to finish up this sweater. So I needed this sweater like strategically to determine like how much more yarn I need to get. So let's see, I've joined in the yarn and I knit like this amount. So this amount here, I knit using 1 ball of yarn. So so to knit like the length of the body that I want, I would need like 3 more balls of yarn to end up with the length that I would like for this sweater. And for this sleeve that I knit this length, including the collar, I used up 1 ball of yarn. So I calculated I would need around like 5 to 6 more balls of yarn to finish this sleeve and the other sleeve as well. So yeah, so probably I would end up needing to buy like 6 to 7 balls of yarn, which is what the pattern called for. So I guess, there's no skimping and saving on this yarn. I need to buy it, but I'm glad I got to try it out before like committing to the rest, like committing to 14 balls of yarn, I guess. That's a way I would comfort myself for having to pay for shipping twice instead of paying for shipping once, because I can't remember. I think maybe they're like shipping from Norway, maybe. I'm not sure. Please, like, I need to check. I would probably leave like the details down in the description below. So this is my Moby sweater. Yeah, this one I actually already threaded like the elastic through the neckline. That's why you can see like this white bit popping out. Yeah, I surprisingly like I really enjoyed knitting the faux cables, the crisscross cables. It was a lot of fun. I like the look of the double moss stitch. I don't know why, it just like feels very satisfying, and it has like a lot of stretch to it. Yeah, the cables were surprisingly easy. I don't know why I always think like cables are like super hard, but you know, I guess that's what like knitting is. It always looks like very difficult, but once you get to it, it's actually not that difficult, and yeah, it's actually quite easy to pick up. And yeah, so I guess like the moral of the story here is like to be intimidated by like any knitting projects. Like something seems difficult, just give it a try. But like if it's like too difficult, or if you don't like it, like you always can frog the yarn and make like a different project with it. So I guess it's a very low risk hobby. You always can like take it back and redo it or make it into something else if you don't like what you're working on. But I really like how the Moby sweater is turning out, and I can't wait to buy the rest of the yarn and to finish up this sweater. I have 2 more balls on hand, so this amount took 5 balls of yarn, which is 250 grams. So yeah, I will still be able to work on this sweater in the meantime while I wait for the rest of the 7 balls of yarn to come. Yep, and the next project I'm working on is a very appropriate project for summer. It is this, I think it's a twisted loop top by Other Loops, and I knit it in this 100% cotton yarn by Pierrot. It's like this yarn company in Japan, and it is in the color carrot. So it's like this orange color. It's not as bright as how the camera is picking it up, but it is like yeah, more of like a yellowish orange than like a reddish orange, I guess. So I am excited to finish knitting this and to be able to wear it while it's still hot out. Yeah, this project is my like on the go project. Because it's like just a tank top, it's really small, it's still currently really small. I always just bring it on the go with me so I can knit it while I am on the train going to work. Yep. I'm knitting it in 3mm needles. Yeah, I guess what they say is true. It takes forever to knit in this yarn, in this really thin yarn and tiny needles. Yes, I just have to force myself to work on it a little bit at a time. Yeah, I guess maybe there's like another reason as to why I have so many whips is because knitting in such like tiny needles in this thin yarn is like really tiring on the hands. So it's like good to work in like with like wool and like thicker needle. You know, it just like it's more comfortable on the hands. And you know, it's more like satisfying if you see your project growing on the needle like at a faster rate. Like I feel like I've been working on this forever and it's just like this. Like, huh? Like, I've been working on this for hours and this is all I have. But yeah, this is also another cable project, and yeah, I guess like working on the cables is very exciting because you're like, oh my gosh, I see it coming. I see it now, like the pattern forming with like each time you do the cable. And so I am working through the back right now and I can't wait to join in the round. Hopefully, you know, it will be easier. There will be less purling, even though it's like a 3x2 rib, like probably not much difference, but yeah, hopefully I can finish this this year and wear it like while it's still hot. This is my twisted loop top by other loops. Sorry, like sometimes I have like brain farts. I'll be like, oh, like I just like cannot even like think of the words. So the last project I have is actually whoa. This vest. I'm working on a vest and I'm knitting up according to the pattern by my favorite things knitwear. The vest number 4, I want to say. Yeah, she has it in like a stockinette stitch, but I am working it in the twisted rib all around. Because I'm not sure if you've been seeing like this post going around. Oh, I can't really remember the influencer's name, but she was wearing this like vest in like this lime green color, and then making Cassie said that she was going to knit one like in it, and then she was the one who said like, oh, you can use the my favorite things knitwear pattern to knit it. So that's why I got this I wanted to knit it in the pink in this twisted rib. Yeah. And I wanted to have like this really oversized fit, so I'm knitting it in the size M. And at first I was I tried it on and I was worried that like it's not going to be as oversized as I thought. So I blocked it, and somehow I don't know why the armholes I end up like being this gigantic armhole, but I think it would still fit in like the oversized look that I'm going for, and I think it would be like much smaller after I work like the ribbing around this armhole. So I'm not going to frock it back. I'm going to continue knitting it. And I'm knitting up in this yarn. It is also by a indie dyer in Japan. It's by this dyer. I'm not really sure how to pronounce, but it's like Noop. And yeah, it's her series called the Bamboo Fluffy, and it is made out of 80% superwash merino and 20% bamboo. And I think she said like the bamboo is what like gives it like this fluffy texture. So yeah, this is in the colorway Harajuku, and I bought 2 of this to knit up the vest. So this took like 1 skein of this yarn, and I thought I wanted to film this video before I picked up this skein, so like, you know, it looks really, really pretty while it's still in its skein. Like it has little bits of like green and yellow. It even has like this like pop of oranges throughout the yarn, and yeah, and it has like little spots of like darker green, and it just like it gives like this halo, like this really fluffy effect. And yeah, I can't wait to be able to wear it. Yeah, this is my vest number 4 in this bamboo fluffy yarn. Yeah, and so these are the 4 projects that I am currently working on. Yeah, I guess that is all. Thank you if you've come to the end of the video. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm actually, like, if the video looks different, so I'm actually filming on my camera instead of my smartphone, and I realized like in the previous video I couldn't really hear, like it sounded like really far away. So I'm using a microphone today, so hopefully the audio is much better. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and have a wonderful week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'll see you soon. Bye.